Hello, greetings. A priest once said something that I reflected on it for a while and I decided to bring in temperament. Of course, I'm Dr. Temperament into it. He said it's not a crime to marry who you want, but it's a big crime to marry who is not that thing and try to bring them and make them that thing. He gave an example. If you want all social girl and so on, go and marry the social one who wears the trousers. Don't go and marry a church girl who ties her hair and start forcing her to wear those things. Or the other way around, if you want a church girl who uses olive oil for her rubbing oil, don't go and marry a girl who loves to use perfume and come and force that lady to use anointing oil as rubbing oil. So get who you want. It's not a crime to want that person, but it's a crime to try to force another person into that shoe. Let's come back to the temperament issues. If you're a man and you believe that the place of a woman is at home while you do all the hustling, that's not bad. But that means that you want to look for a flag woman who is happy to give you that responsibility and stay home while you provide. Or at most, a male wife who accepts to stay home, cook, clean, keep everything in order while you go out there and take all the risks they are not willing to take. But it becomes a crime if you go out and marry a choleric woman and tell her, my wife is not supposed to work. That's a problem. Or you marry a sanguine woman and the next day you're telling her, my wife should not have friends. She should not go out. I don't permit her to attend events. That is a mistake on your own part. Because you should go for what you want and not try to convert somebody who is not it into something you want. This is the same with the woman. You see a sanguine man, and I remember trying to solve a marital issue sometime. I was counseling some people wanted to marry, and the girl says, I like this guy, but he has too many friends. They did not end up marrying because at a certain time she was bent on either he stopped seeing all his many friends or he can't go. And the guy said, I'm not able to do that and he can't go. That was good. They stopped at that end. The guy is social. He's a sanguine. He will always see his friends. So don't marry him thinking that I'll make him to stop going out. Even if you succeed, this person will never be happy. Same as you, the man or the woman, you marry a choleric man who is pursuing his goal and you start telling him you can't sleep outside. Each time he goes for a business trip, it's all problems. And you're like, can't you be home? Can't you? And no. You would have gotten a flag husband. He likes to be home. In fact, he even likes to be home and do the chores with you. Don't go for a choleric man and you start complaining about him not being home. That's just being a choleric tells you that he will not be there. He will be hustling and going from places to places to build their dreams. Or you end up marrying a melancholy who doesn't like you to distort his things. You start scattering the whole place, wearing his dresses. You are not clean. You are distorting. And he starts complaining and you're like, why is this man disturbing? The day you married a male, you know that their signature is order. That's the basic need for them. So you have to at least fulfill that order. Can't put places in disorder and you're complaining. When you saw them, the time they were talking to you, all dressed, all neat, you would have told yourself, I have to make sure that this neatness, this order, I'm ready to do that. Or you marry a flag husband. Soon he's around, he doesn't pay some bills, and you start complaining. The other side of the peaceful man you saw and that you were telling him, babe, can you do this for me? And that he was accepting is that man that would rather serve you than take the lead in the home to take the responsibility. So whatever you choose, make sure that you are so ready of what comes after that. Hello.